So for our second live lesson for the week, we did an introduction to remote learning. So in order to get to the lesson, you can go into course materials and you can either click on the lesson through the agenda, or if you click in course materials and you go to Intro to Remote Learning and you click on the week, you go to live lessons. That lesson is right here, the Intro to Remote Learning lesson. The Intro to Remote Learning lesson is going to actually be a Pear Deck lesson. We went through this in class, and part of the Pear Deck lesson was student-paced and part of it was teacher structured. So the student-paced version of the Pear Deck, there's going to be a link there for you. You're going to have to make sure that you're signed in with your Google account through school. And you can tell me how you're feeling today. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to work your way through the Pear Deck slides. So they will go through and you'll work through the slides. Some of the slides will actually ask you to go through and answer some questions. So did you feel comfortable with online learning at the end of 7th grade? And here's a little thing that you'll drag to either yes, no, or I'm not sure. And this is a way for me to understand and look at, do you getting feedback from the lesson. So when we were in class, we were doing this together. If you weren't in class, this is something that you can do student-paced. So we went through what questions do you have about blended learning. We talked about Tier 1 is fully online. So you'll have synchronous lessons and basically those are live lessons from Zoom, and that would be 2 Zoom meetings a week, and 3 asynchronous lessons a week. This would be if we went to Tier 1 and we were fully online. So Tier 2 is blended. That's what we're doing right now. You're going to come to school 2 days a week, and we're going to have face-to-face lessons, and then we'll have 3 asynchronous lessons a week. So this is asking if you have any questions about Tier 2 learning. Tier 3 is just normal. So that would be where we come to school normal every day, and it's just what you're used to. So asynchronous lessons are going to be lessons that you are going to be able to do at home on your computer. You'll have the materials needed to do the lessons on Schoology, and due dates will be included with the assignments. So one of the things that I ask you to do with the DOT is to put it on either agree or disagree with, I can easily do asynchronous work on Schoology. Are you comfortable with that? So synchronous live lessons when we're all online, if we go to Tier 1, that'll be in Zoom. Tier 2, you're going to be face-to-face in school. Tier 3, face-to-face in school. How is this different from last spring with the asynchronous lessons? Well, grades for assignments actually count. So this is not a pass-fail marking period. If we are Tier 1, which is all online, the Zoom rooms follow a schedule. You're required to Zoom with your teachers at this time, and assignments will be more challenging. You'll need to ask questions if you're having issues, and you'll also have your own personal school device. So there really is no reason for you not to be able to get on your to get through your asynchronous lessons. So we reflected on today's information. Do you understand the 3 tiers of learning? What does asynchronous mean? What are 2 things that are different from last spring? What are concerns you might have about learning this year? So with this, you can draw, you can do text, and you can do all sorts of things as far as replying with this. So that was our live lesson today. Hopefully I will see you our next live session.